And chapter 5 of my Dead Space Remake Impossible difficulty commentary walkthrough, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, this is a relatively short one, running in at only 20-21 minutes in length, but a lot of things happen in this chapter regardless. And from what I remember, it doesn't go very well at all, unfortunately. Chapter 6, which is my least favourite chapter in the game, it's one of the hardest as well. That actually goes a lot better, so I'm happy about that. We'll take the rough with the smooth. There's a mixture of good and bad gameplay in this walkthrough. These two lurkers in the same place as they were in the original game. We'll move on. Contact beam alt fire coming in handy there. But this is when the original game really ramps up in terms of its difficulty and its intensity as well. I guess it's the same in the remake, but we do have a few extra annoying cutscenes which are unskippable. One really long one, which is probably going to take up a decent amount of this whole video, man. It really is. I mean, I could edit the videos together, but... Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Something we need to talk about, enough of the bullshit. Stasis, firewall these pricks, and they tend to die immediately. Oh, surprise leaper as well. And look at that yet again. Spoke about this in chapter 4. Set them on fire. Let the motherfucker burn for a bit. And then 1 or 2 plasma cutter rounds. And they're done. What you're looking for with the Guardians is for the loot to drop in front of them, because then you know that they are indeed dead. Remember in here to go back in this room, because as you can see, these were locked before. Now they're not. Did speak about this. As you can see, I just picked up 5 contact beam energy there. So... well worth sometimes on your first playthrough, or your first impossible playthrough, after your first playthrough, when you're pretty fresh with the game, to remember that, as we've just done again there, you can go back in some rooms which were locked earlier, or the actual boxes were locked behind security. No, they're not. Let us proceed. A little bit peeved, ladies and gentlemen, because I've been playing my PS2 Slim, which I've had for about 20 years, and just using it for play the old Pro Evolution Soccer football games. I did a video on lots of them earlier this year. Just thought, while I'm doing this project, just have a few weeks of the PS2 out, playing old school Pro Ev, and the console's quite simply broke. I think it's something to do with the laser, the discs aren't being read, but it might not be, I don't exactly know. It might be a simple fix. One of the fixes I could probably do myself. The other one, a little bit too difficult for me to do. And even then, how much will it cost? And how much are second-hand PS2 Slims these days? I don't know. But we'll see. But for now, it's laid waste to my plans. I won't be playing Classic Pro Ev, which fucking sucks. There's no other way to play them. Obviously, emulator, but my laptop probably won't run a PS2 emulator. It might do, but I'd rather not. Anyway, look, yet again. They weren't open before. And we even get a new log. I don't think that log's even there before. But yeah, we're going to have this cutscene with Mercer now, and it's a pain in the arse because we can't skip it, and Mercer's character annoys me anyway in this game. Unlike the original, I just think he's a lot worse in this game. In the original, he never even references you, he never even mentions you really by name. In this game he does, he's just more of a badass in the original in my opinion. But as we can see, this is a... was it a level 1 or a level 2 room? Can't remember. Either way, it's satisfying to go into these rooms when they were locked before, when we didn't have the security. Now we can get into it. I just wish that the locator told you where all those rooms were. Because it doesn't matter how many times I'll play this game, I'll still kind of get lost and forget where they all are. You've got level 1, 2, 3 security, and then the master security, and then the little boxes as well, which have got certain weapon upgrades in. There's one opposite to us where that barricade is. Shit. But yeah, I think when the hunter arrives in a minute, the gameplay is quite bad. And the telekinesis doesn't work. And I was really annoyed at the time. I was getting pissed off because it was one of the fights that I wanted to go well. It's one of the fights that I adore in the original game. It's chaotic as fuck, and it was just shit. But Chapter 6 is better overall. And I was happy with how Chapter 6 went, because Chapter 6 is possibly the hardest of the game. And some of the level design in Chapter 6, there's a few moments which I find really frustrating, especially in Zero G, because you can't see where you're going as much as you could in the original. We'll speak about that when we get there. Unskippable 5-minute cutscenes. Exactly what we needed in this remake, ladies and gentlemen. Look at me spinning camera there. I can't remember in the original game. I don't think there's any downtime here.
And I haven't fully explored the cause of death as that missing factor.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about here. Shut up, you dickhead.
Dismemberment. Now I think you're on the right track there.
2 millenniums later.
Convergence is so close.
Doing 2 of these chapters at a time, ladies and gentlemen. 2 chapters per night. This is the start of a fresh session. Sunday, the 12th of November 2023. And I'll be doing chapters 7 and 8 tomorrow. Today's 5 and 6. Chapter 7, a long chapter as well. But here's the hunter. I think something might piss me off here as well. Let's have a look. Watch this together. Look at this. The pistol. What the fuck is it? What the fuck? The pulse rifle. That's the weapon. Look at this. What is going on here? Fucking hell, man. Christ almighty. I know it's not amazing for taking limbs off, but Christ almighty. I'm not doing anything wrong though. It's just that bad at doing this particular job. Don't use the pulse rifle on this guy, ladies and gentlemen. He tries to swipe at me there, and I'm shooting him a lot and stasising him quite a bit. A lot more than you would in the original game here. I'd also use the force gun on him in the original game, but we don't have it by now. But this guy will chase you all the way up until the main room. Also, we got some outrageous swarmers here, so take care of them with a flamethrower. Check my 6. He will chase you, you know. He doesn't in the original game, but he will here up until the door we're coming up to.
It was a trick by a fucking unitologist. Dr. Mercer. He's locked down medical to
Stand by.
Oh, God. Every way out is locked down through one of the offices. Must be Mercer's. I can brute force the internal doors, but you will have to reach his office and lift the lockdown manually.
Got a schematic for line racks there. Not keen on the line gun in this game, of course. Love it in 1 and 2, but I do not like it in this game. Don't like what they did with it. And really, the alt fire, those trip wires, the trip mines, I should say. Everyone's seen people like use them on luggage and shit like that. But if you use them properly, enemies just run through the trip mine anywhere. So you need to end up putting about 3 down. It doesn't end up conserving ammo. I just don't like it. Don't like what they did. But this room is nerve-wracking. It's one of the best fights in the game in the original. Here it just goes badly. All I need to do is put that battery in there, and as you can see immediately, we're not managing that because of the jank TK, which is arguably just what the hell's that about? Arguably more jank than it is in the original. That guy gets in my way. We get hit. I'm getting annoyed here. I want the battery now, but look, it's not happening. There's too much going on. Cut him down to size. Let's move on. Get some firewall action going. I can hear a lurker burning. Because this game's so dark, you see the fire there, but you don't see Who the fuck is dead? Whoa, nice dodge. Just about getting away with it. Stasis. Now, I want to go for the battery, but I can't because of this dickhead. And I'm thinking, well, we may as well shoot these pricks and get the loot, but I think it goes wrong even more so here. What a clusterfuck, ladies and gentlemen. Want the battery? Nope, pick the claw up. And eventually we get it and we're out. Oh my god, I just wanted to grab the battery. This game's fucking jank. With the kinesis, and to an extent, the games have always been like that with the TK when you pick things up you don't mean to, but Christ almighty, it was even more annoying than usual there, and what can you say? But like I said before, I am picking the guns up. Just because I feel obligated to do so, to be honest. But I don't like the line gun, it's trash in this game in my opinion. The primary fire is pretty slow and weak as well. It feels like Dead Space 3's line gun. I have a feeling people might disagree with me with the line gun, and a lot of people might like it, but I don't. There you go. That's how you quickly know that the Guardian's dead. Try and TK some ammo towards you. If you get that ammo, then you know it's dead. It's dropped it. And in this little room here, we get yet another unskippable little cutscene that we didn't have in the original game. So, you can guess what I feel about that. I ain't best thrilled. Damn, son. I'd say chapter 6 is the chapter where you can't see where you're going more so than any other chapter in this game, with the green gas mist thing that they added, which, like I say, pisses me off. And this game looks nice, don't get me wrong, but it's like I've said quite a few times before, the game's too dark and then it obscures your vision with all this fucking gas everywhere. Not gas. Shit. There are a few times in this game, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, where, because there's a bit of backtracking here and there, you might see me do it within a chapter that you do it in a different chapter, for example. What I mean by that is when we defeat the hunter, and I just remembered it gets worse at the end of this chapter. Possibly the peak of the bad gameplay. It will only get better, like Divream once said, ladies and gentlemen. But we get the tissue from the hunter, and then I think at the start of chapter 6, which is a long chapter already, we go to the medical deck, to that machine that we have to use. So I cut that pregnant down to size. I think that's a random spawn. Now the flamethrower doesn't work here. I don't think it does anywhere. Can't remember. So I just use the flame. Oh no, the grenade launcher, sorry, and the pulse rifle. And this is the green mist, which I said, spoke about. I know where the exit is here, but in chapter 6 it's even worse because you're in locations for the first time where the view is completely obscured like this. I personally am not a fan. There we have it. Let the gas go, and then boom, another standby. I've got to wait again. Oh man. Waiting. 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 And some people might say, is it that bad? Well, when you played the original game as much as I have, and you know that you could be doing shit, is it downtime is getting in the way, then yeah, it is that bad. 20,000 credits here, ladies and gentlemen. Sold some other shit. Still got some weapon upgrades in the storage, which we can send to the store, the bench, to get some free nodes. I do like that about this game. Oh man, this next part really doesn't go well. Oh, I think that's a random spawn as well. Pretty damn cool, man. I love it. I love these random spawns. Oh my lord, look at this. And sometimes there's a lot of enemies here. takes you aback, man. Just avoid that lurker. Reload. Yep. And he's still alive after a contact beam alt fire. Unbelievable. Well, there we have it. That wasn't so bad. Bloody pregnant racing towards us, ladies and gentlemen. It's an old lady there. I think he's speaking, I don't know, it sounds like Italian or something. Happens in the original, of course. Cryogenics. So here we've got a level 3 door. So there's another door you got to remember. There's quite a lot of them. And I can never remember what's in each room. So for example, some of them I might not need to go into. It might be like a line gun upgrade and some loot that's not quite as good. But I can never remember which has got the loot for like weapons I'm carrying or better loot, etc. So I just tend to go in them all. Probably for the purpose of this run, it'd be good to do that. But I can't quite remember what goes wrong here. I think I freeze the hunter in the chamber, the 36 chambers, ladies and gentlemen, and somehow he inexplicably gets out. Unbelievable. Don't know how. And then the lurkers are attacking me in the little room where Mercer is now, and it becomes a clusterfuck. I was really pissed off, I must admit. Yet again, ladies and gentlemen, apologies. The guts are gurgling once more. I had a tikka masala curry by a guy called Charlie Bigham. He's a chef in the UK, and he does a range of fantastic ready meals, like higher quality than your microwavable ones. You can, no, I don't think you can even put them in the microwave. You can just put them in the oven anyway, because it's better. But we're talking lasagna, we're talking different curries, fish pie. This guy does shitloads. Got a bit of a premium for him, but really good quality. And he doesn't skimp on the meat either. We're in a post-meat world now. Someone's got to tell Charlie that, because he's still giving us meat. Mercer, fuck off, you dickhead. So maybe you want to shoot this guy, because I don't think I do. Maybe that was my issue, but you don't need to shoot him in the original. Now, look at that. He's only just entered the 36 chambers there. Freeze him. And what was wrong with that? You tell me. What? The actual... Well, the pause rage is there. And it's a sustained pause rage. Wow, okay. Stasis the fucking door. Unbelievable. Okay. It's good that you can see this, ladies and gentlemen, because it's bullshit. Okay, we avoid that. Get hit somehow. Don't know how. Fucking absolutely stupid game. I should be moving away there, but I'm not doing because I'm pissed off. Now you tell me. And that's just rage, that. I want for million, but I can't because I've no stasis. And then I stasis nothing. And then I just stamp on him. This is just me going full stupid. Tropic Thunder shit. You never go full stupid. As Robert Downey Jr. told us. What the flying fuck was that? But okay, I'm pausing the game again. Losing my goddamn mind here, people. Shoot the hunter, that is what I'd say. It's just so hard to get him on the ground in this game compared to the original, but I had to do it.
Mercer, I don't think he's done yet.
Wow. It's chapter 5 complete, but I've just picked up the tissue, and at the start of chapter 6 we're going to go back to the medical deck do a few other miscellaneous things before we begin one of the longest chapters in the game. And there's still some bad gameplay in Chapter 6, but there's also quite a lot of parts where it's tough and it went pretty well. This is still my least favourite chapter in the game, though, coming up, and I will speak of why when we get there. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.
You'll need another way there. Take the tram back towards the hangar, then head to the repair station. Remember where you took that broken tram car off the tracks? There's an access door in there that'll take you to hydroponics.